Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've been morning the Global Forum Spring Committee meeting, and I'm taking a brief hiatus on that before we can begin this afternoon. I certainly want to acknowledge the presence of the chairman of the firm and also the secretariat, and I'm glad that they have been. It's certainly been grueling, and there's much work to be done. We've been going over in excruciating detail, wording and draft explanation. Certainly some that requires a high level of thought leadership. So most appreciative to these gentlemen for what they are doing. Let me now get to the meat of the press statement. I certainly acknowledge again that I'm very pleased they're able to join me today at the third meeting of the Global Forum on Transparency, Exchange of Information, Tax Purposes. Certainly it's a privilege for Bermuda to host the forum meeting, and also welcome to Bermuda the OECD Secretariat of Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information, Tax Purposes. As this year the OECD is celebrating its 50th anniversary, I note that it is meeting the increased challenges of the 21st century and the rapidly evolving international playing field. Many international standards, agreements, and public policy agreements originated at the OECD. And just last week, at the meeting of OECD ministers in Paris, OECD economies and those who make policy for OECD economies determined that it was important to do more to involve partners from non-OECD economies in all aspects of policy dialogue, from green growth project to gender initiative, innovation in government, and so we can combat and face the global challenges of the 21st century, and also craft and devise common solutions. Now, the OECD's work on international financial centers was center stage at the Council of Ministers with much discussion of the Tax and Development Program. And Global Forum, our Global Forum, OECD Global Forum, was held up as an example of how the OECD can structure its dialogue with non-OECD economies. The latest 4 members of the Global Forum are all non-OECD economies: Colombia, Georgia, Ghana, and Nigeria. And the Global Forum now comprises 101 member jurisdictions, a further 20 members, mostly in developing countries, expected to join in the coming months. And it's all part of the OECD mantra is to foster inclusion and participation. That's our democratically aligned philosophy, and it certainly makes sense. And it certainly is also a testimony to the commitment of the international community as a whole to the internationally agreed standard of exchange of information upon request, and the relevance and effectiveness of our work and the benefits to be served from membership. Now, the Global Forum's central work is to undertake reviews of the legal and regulatory framework for tax information exchange and to consider how it works in practice. Now, these reviews are all carried out by members of the Global Forum to monitor and review the progress of jurisdictions implementing internationally agreed standards. And if I could digress ever so briefly, the whole issue of monitoring and reporting is key so that you close the feedback loop. We can have the discussions, we talk about it again this morning, and it's the issue of member state is making sure that in terms of having the proper compliance framework, that there is an effective monitoring and feedback loop. Clear. The peer review program has made astonishing progress since its launch in March 2010. To date, around 50 reviews have been launched with more than 30 peer review reports, including both Phase 1 and Phase 2 reports, have been finalized with the aim of completing 60 reports before G20 leaders meeting in November 2011. The Global Forum launched, together with other international organizations, a program of technical assistance seminars designed to help jurisdictions to prepare for the review process and improve understanding of their technical assistance requirements. And it's important. You can't set up rules of engagement and not provide an enabling environment to help those who need help, especially those developing economies where they may not have resources and all the technical expertise in order to encourage compliance. It's very important. That's what is also important about the framework for this Global Forum. Yes, you set up rules, yes, you see rules, but you've also got to give people and tell people how to get within the parameters. It's not just an edict without help, and that's important. Now, Bermuda has done much to implement the standard, and we certainly take our role very seriously as a responsible, reputable, and credible global citizen. In endorsing the internationally agreed standard in the year 2000 by the Progressive Labour Party government's first finance minister, late Honorable C. Eugene Cox, Bermuda affirmed its long-standing position that it does not adopt or promote measures that can be characterized as harmful. For instance, legislative bank secrecy or embedding in legislation similar measures that prevent disclosure of information. Bermuda continues to negotiate and include tax information exchange agreements and other agreements relating to taxation, provide for the exchange of information on tax matters to the OECD standards. To date, there have been 24 TIAs that have been executed. Certainly, Bermuda has participated in the peer review process, both by contributing assessors, trainers, and being in the first round of those peer reviewed. At its last meeting, the Global Forum reviewed and ratified Bermuda's Phase 1 peer review report with the determination that Bermuda meets all elements with some recommendations. Now, on May 20th, I tabled the Specified Business Legislation Amendment Act 2011 in our House Assembly, and it will address many of the recommendations. I have also asked our legislature, I haven't asked by tabling it, you can assume that I'm taking the position that we will pass legislation before the end of June. And certainly once it has become law, we'll certainly forward to the peer review committee as part of our 12-month report to our Phase 1 assessment as adopted by this body at the September 2010 Global Forum. Let's just state and reaffirm Bermuda is also committed to working with fellow Global Forum members to drive the implementation of standards on a global scale. And certainly we take our role as Vice Chair seriously and will continue to play a part as Vice Chair of the steering group and actively contribute to efforts to advance Global Forum's mandate, while at the same time continuing to ensure the perspective of small jurisdictions is considered. When you have a role and responsibility, you certainly also have a duty not just to be the advocate on behalf of your own interests, you also have to look for those who are in the grouping to try to also help them to raise the bar and to lift as they climb. So with that, I certainly thank you for your attendance, I welcome you, and I now like to hand over to the Chair of the Global Forum, Mr. Michael Foster.
Thank you very much, Madam Premier. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's very appropriate that third meeting of the Global Forum in Bermuda, not only for Bermuda's leadership for its contribution as Vice Chair to the Global Forum, but Bermuda was one of the first jurisdictions to move to adopt the international standard and embrace the picture of international transparency. And this work is critical because it's linked to the G20's work in enhancing the stability of the international financial system. Having a stable, transparent tax system which allows countries to manage their own fiscal affairs is a central plank to the G20's address of the outcome of the global financial crisis. So the work is critical in that context. But the important thing also, I suppose, is to think about first meeting in Bermuda, that the Global Forum is moving into a very exciting phase. As Madam Premier mentioned, we have 101 members, a growing membership with the developing world, a great mix between developed developing countries, between financial centres and non-financial centres. We're truly, from my other bias perspective, a very representative international organisation working in this space, and we have a lot to contribute to members' development in terms of assisting them understand the national standards and helping them, I suppose, adopt them and improve their own systems. Because it's not only just that we're enhancing national cooperation as part of the work, each member benefits from it by looking to their own systems so that they can better manage their own fiscal affairs, particularly for developing countries. The value of this should not be underestimated. And I suppose the final observation is that peer review process, I think, has proved a significant catalyst in driving improvements, particularly for our members. Countries, whether you mind Australia, which have a long history of information exchange, were quite, say, please, our peer review identified issues that we need to address. And all members of that, or people who are subject or countries subject to process, have been very robust, very challenging. And I think that goes to the credibility of our work, to the fact it is a review by peers. And we try to do our through Pascal Sullivan's excellent work, Secretariat, to ensure that our processes are fair, but very rigorous. And I think that is that rigour has been directed by the confident international bodies showing us, the willingness of the IMF and the World Bank, the development banks, as well as the regional tax organisations. Also, our work is important, and particularly, perhaps fortunately, G20 sees our work as critical to their agenda. And as quite often,